can I convince you to build the Wind Beast Hunter, also known as Suri?
Suri.
So I was curious as to what his name actually meant, so I looked it up on Google, and in Hebrew it means princess, in Japanese it means pickpocket, in French it means turn sour, and in Indian it means pointy nose. So I think we have a new nickname for him.
I'm not a puppet, I'm a real boy!
Pointy Nose over here is an attack type unit with a first skill called Aim Body that attacks the enemy to inflict damage that ignores all damage reduction effects. A second skill called Aim Head that attacks an enemy to disturb HP recovery for 2 turns. The inflicted damage is also increased by 15% per harmful effect on the enemy. And a third skill called Destruction Wedge attacks the enemy with an arrow that can't be removed and removes all beneficial effects on the enemy, weakens the defense for 2 turns, and increases the chance of landing a glancing hit for 2 turns with a 90% chance each. In addition, increases your attack bar by 50% if you attack with a critical hit. Once awakened, he'll gain a leader skill that increases the allies' attack speed by 16% in arena. Alright, so as you can see here, I have him on a very standard damage build, Fatal Blade, attack, crit damage, attack. I decided to rune him like this, just simply for the damage test. I could have also went with Rage Blade. However, I think the best way to rune this guy is actually on Violent or Swift runes, with his slot 2 being speed instead of attack. But just for the damage test, like I said, I'm going to keep him on attack slot 2. And as you can see here, he's used in a couple of different parts in the game. And hopefully by the end of this video, I'll be able to convince you to build this guy to hopefully improve on at least one part of your account. I think these clips might actually impress you. But before we get into that, I want to share with you how you can get up to 35% off on in-app purchases by using the sponsor of today's video, Paxify. Paxify's 10,000 member Discord community has saved players over $4.1 million in the past 3 years. But I understand you may already be using another service to get your discounts, so real quick, here's why I would recommend you using Paxify for your next in-app purchase. They will be launching their very own application that makes getting discounts effortless, and if you join the waiting list now, you can receive exclusive bonuses such as early bird discounts, free credits, early access, and a Discord giveaway boost. That's right, you can potentially earn free giveaways. So make sure you're securing your spot before it's too late and enjoy effortless discounts and bonuses from day one. Now I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so his first skill has an attack multiplier of 4.1. His second skill has an attack multiplier of 5.5 that also increases by 15% per harmful effect, which can go up to a total of 150% if you have all 10 harmful effects on an enemy. And his third skill has an attack multiplier of 7.1. Here's how I like to use him in Guild Wars. I took his attack percent rune off of his slot 2 and put speed. And the reason I did that is so that we can turn cycle with his third skill. It gives him attack bar, and then once he's defense broken something, he can now use his skill 2 like we just did right there and snipe somebody. Now you can also strip the panda and put a defense break and glancing on him, which is a pretty good counter. And then you can follow up again with the big nuke. It wasn't enough damage here, but that's because he's a heavy defense unit, but we still got the job done. And then he finishes off the unicorn. All right, I have a few more matches to show here. We go into this match with almost a completely free-to-play team. You could use Megan instead of Bastet, and it should still work the same. We start off and we strip and defense break this Lightning Emperor. And then we use Aim Head, and we almost kill him, not enough, but as you can see we have the heal block. That was from Lauren, but you could also potentially put that on with the Aim Head ability. And now we have Manon here, which we strip, defense break, and glance, which is another big counter to her. And then we put, we just simply snipe it. And then we have this demon left, and it's pretty much over for him. This next match, we're actually using an under 4-star only team, and we're going against a full team of 5 stars. We start off with the Galleon defense break, and then we strip and defense break this light unit, and then simply just snipe them with the Aim Head. It's an attack type unit, so it's going to go down pretty easily. But this next part here is why I really like this unit. We have the monkey with all those effects on, and he strips and then does the damage. So you don't have to worry about stripping and then having to do damage afterwards. He does it all in one skill. Now there's no chance for this paladin to come back and win this. So as you can see, he can be really useful for Guild Wars, but he can also be really useful for Arena. In Arena, you can utilize his leader skill, and right now we're in Conqueror 3 versus some higher level defenses. This is a pretty tanky defense here, has a lot of standard units on it, and we're using a completely free to play team, as you can see. And we're just going to focus down this Dark Beast Rider first and use Destruction Wedge so that she glances if she tries to snipe anybody. We don't even have to worry about that. Bernard just takes him out. And now we have 3 different abilities that can take care of this macaroon. Now we got the defense break on. We go for the snipe. Didn't get him, but as you can see, we had the heal block, so we don't have to worry about her getting healed back up. And then Bernard takes her out, and then we just have to take care of this druid. But as you can see, this is a completely free-to-play team. We're up here in Conqueror 3, so you have no excuses for why you can't be building a team that can compete with some of these high-level defenses. Even though it's not the quickest way to beat it, you can still do it. And now we have this Lich here that's super annoying, but check that out. We hit right through the invincibility, and then we strip, and he's done now. We just simply have to tap him. And yeah, once again, this is a completely free-to-play team you can use for Arena, and it's not too bad. It's not going to beat every team, but teams that are slow and tanky like that, it's not a bad option. Moving on to PvE, you can use him as an extra wind damage dealer if you need one. I wouldn't say he's the greatest wind damage dealer to choose, but if you're a newer player and you're just looking for somebody to fill that slot, he's not a bad option. If you look at the bottom right of the screen, this is how somebody is, I guess, using him as their first free-to-play team to beat this dungeon. I would suggest removing the Epicon Priest for something like Varamos, but it's not a bad option. And yeah, as you can see, gets the job done, does what it needs to do, can provide a few different things. However, I believe he shines the most against the Ice Beast due to his second ability. I threw him back on attack slot 2 because this dungeon is all about doing as much damage as possible. Plus, you want him to move last so that you can apply as many debuffs before he uses his second ability, which deals damage based off of harmful effects. We went over this before. If you have 10 harmful effects on the enemy, he will deal an additional 150% damage with that second ability, which is a lot of damage that you could potentially be doing to this beast. And hopefully he'll help you get a new high score. We're going to look at this a little bit longer here. He's about to use his second ability on all these debuffs, so you can see around how much damage he can do. Yours might be better than mine, might be worse. It really, depends on your runes, obviously. So here we go. Almost 500,000 damage. That's not bad at all. And yeah, that's why I think he's great for this water beast. Another thing I forgot to mention is that his third ability is really good for this dungeon because he will gain attack bar after using it. And that blue bar that goes over your health is an effect that gets put on by the boss, and the only way to remove it is by getting more turns. Alright, so I'm going to take him into RTA now. I have him on this really fast Swift set, and the objective is to use his third skill to strip and defense break something, and then gain attack bar so that he can use his second skill to nuke down whatever unit is defense broken. So we're only in Fighter 3 right now, but I did a few matches and we ended up ranking up to Conqueror and then getting a couple wins in Conqueror rank. So I'm going to let these matches play out, and hopefully by the end of it, you're convinced to build Pointy Nose.
And my love for you. And my love for you. And my love for you.
This look pretty good, man.
Oh, I being a slick head.
But it's real being a slick head.